Okay, let us move on to the next speaker, Feril Iramuzaki. Sir, are you there?
Okay, thank you. I'm here.
Yes, welcome to this session. Welcome to this session, and over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for the chance. Now, I would like to share my research on life-based education for future jobs, building critical thinking skills, reasoning capabilities, reasoning, and mindset for young learners. Am I audible, sir? Okay, thank you so much. Now, here's the introduction. The
Yes,
uh, excuse me. Okay, the global landscape of work is undergoing seismic shift. Automation, artificial intelligence, and the rise of gig economy are rendering many traditional job roles obsolete with creating new one does not exist yet. According to World Economic Forum Future Job Report in 2023, analytical thinking, creative problem solving, and resilience are among the top core skills for 2025 and beyond. So the limitation of conventional education for future work. Before advocating life-based education, it's necessary to diagnose the shortcoming of the conventional model. The Industrial Revolution model of schooling, standardized curricula, age-based cohort, and summative assessment as was designed to produce complement factory workers and bureaucratic administration. However, there are some problems in the age of AI. AI, we could call it as the calculators uh, are able to recall facts, even generate text, but struggle with context and ethical reasoning. The task that remain will involve managing people, apply expertise, and interfacing with stakeholders, activities that demand emotional intelligence, strategic reasoning, and result in the face of failure. So, in order that, there are three pillars. The first one is critical thinking beyond memorization. So, life-based education implement inquiry-based learning. For example, instead of memorizing formula, we could test with our local river Heston Marquee. Determine it is safe for swimming and present your finding to mock city council. Okay. This requires learner to gather a data, scientific data, economic impact, mathematical, weight community opinions, social studies, and reconstruct argument literacy. Okay, now the second pillar is reasoning capabilities, the logic of action. Reasoning, deductive, inductive, and abductive is the machinery benefit critical thinking. For instance, a middle school module on supply chain may present your company can save 10,000 by using supply that employ underweight worker. Should you, as the learners must reason through consequences, legal framework, and moral principles. That is not abstract logic; it is a life logic. According to Kuhn, 2018, young children are capable of sophisticated reasoning when the context is meaningful to them. The pillar three, resilience mindset. If critical thinking the core of future job, resilience is the engine that keeps move forward to winning the world. Resilience normally grit of perseverance. It is a dynamic mindset encompass emotional regulation, adaptability, optimism, and the ability to learn from the failure. So, in other that, the result means normalizing productive failure. So, like the Elon Musk, he he think that one rocket expert means we know how which one is the right method. In a life-based classroom, robotics project might be designed so the robot does not work to the first attempt. Students are guided to document each failure, hypothesis causes, and iterated this process dynamic. what Weck calls it growth mindset, believes that abilities can be developed through effort, building emotional and social resilience. So the future job require collaboration across time and culture. Through collaborative project with rotating leadership roles, students practice negotiation, active listening, and conflict resolution. For example, a cultural economy simulation where students manage to unlock business teach them to handle supply shortage and the team dispute. This evidence is compelling. Moreover, the students were rated higher by employee years later on teamwork and adaptability. So integrated pillar is this is the example. The first phase one is problem framing. The second was inquiry data collection. The third one is productive failure. It literature and critic and final pitch. This unit embedded with academic standard, math calculation, science of energy, and persuasive writing with a living context. The learner is not learning for a test, but learning to solve problem that matters to their community. This intrinsic motivation enhances cognitive engagement and form memory formation. The challenge, life-based education is a research intensive, requires smaller classes, teacher retraining, and flexible curricula. Okay, and it is more regarding teacher training and pedagogy shift on guide the site is supported in service coaching. Okay, so we need to teach the teacher how to teach this. And in the conclusion, uh, life-based education is for educating for the unpredictable circumstances. The future of work is a not distant prophecy. It's arriving which is algorithm update and market disruption. To prepare young learners, we must abandon the industrial era educational model that obedience over curiosity and memorization over resilience. By embedding learning in authentic, messy world real context, life is education systematically built through interdisciplinary competencies, critical thinking to analyze complex information, reasoning capabilities to make sound judgment, and resilience mindset to persist and adapt after setbacks. Okay, I think that's all for me. This is the references. I think that's all for me. Thank you for the chance. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for the chance.
Thank you so much, sir, for this very
Namsaki.
interesting presentation. I felt it very interesting. Why? Because all of us are still following the conventional methods of teaching, and what your presentation actually holds is the pedagogical transformation. So, coming out of the typical memorization module to something where a student is able to build up one's own reasoning, developing logic within the students, and a very long term goal which I could see in this presentation is the student should be able to handle the unpredictable things which are going to follow his or her life. So I think it's more like teaching life skills and overall personality development of a student. So I think it requires more training for the teachers than for the students. So very interesting presentation and very innovative. And I think this pedagogy, if we could use, at least start from the minimal, then I think this can change really the life of our students, bringing them out of the marks and making them better human beings and individuals. So thank you so much, sir, for this very interesting presentation. Now we move on to the next speaker of this session, Dr. Asim Mosa, sir. So welcome to this session and over to you. Sir, your speaker is off.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to join you. Thanks for your invitation. I have the honor to be all among these amazing speakers. Today I'm going to speak about my previous experience in peace as a global peace ambassador in technology of the 20.